I think it's an accomplishment of nothing. I am not impressed by any of the delegation in terms of what they had to say. I'm still trying to understand the purpose and the reason for these type of meetings, because at the end of the day, you still haven't seen what have come out of it. You know, we come to these type of things to hammer out solutions and get down to the nitty-gritty and things that is affecting us as a parliament and as countries within the kingdom. So again, I have to say what it is. To me, it was a waste of time and also an accomplishment of nothing. This have been my probably second one that I have been to, and I have been here from day one, and I haven't missed not one day. And basically what it is a leisure trip for individuals coming from the Netherlands to enjoy the sun, the sand, and probably the sea. Up to this morning, I saw one of them tanning on the porch, you know, and that's what it is for them. But in terms of getting solutions, I haven't seen it, and I haven't felt the necessity that it should be done. To me, just a game, and it's a waste.
The issue of the dispute regulation has been a point of discussion for a number of years now. Seemingly, there is no end to that discussion. You have the problem of Curacao and Aruba facing the political backlash from Venezuela as well. This was also a major point of discussion. Some parliamentarians, especially those coming from the Caribbean region, strongly believe that they've been disrespected by the Dutch delegation. You have been here, you have been observing. How do you view the entire situation?
Well, again, you know, it speaks to the point that I made when you made mention that the dispute regulation has been on the table for a number of years. Again, it proves exactly what I'm saying, an accomplishment of nothing. Because here you are again with another session of IPCO, and you still haven't managed to iron out this situation, the dispute regulation that works in the favor of us. And we can say whatever we want to say, but the Netherlands is the one that's supposed to approve it in terms of the second chamber. They have the majority, they have the power, they are bigger, and at the end of the day, that's what it's going to be, that they can do what they want. So for me, you know, I don't see nothing is going to come out of it. However, concerning Venezuela, it is very interesting to me, and I made this point to a few of my colleagues. You have Aruba and Curacao that is crying to the Netherlands and say, I need help. Speaking to one of the members from Curacao said that they have over 13,000 Venezuelans in their country. They need help with border control. They need help securing their borders. Both Curacao and Aruba is saying the same thing. What do you get from the Netherlands? Oh no, it's your problem, you deal with it. Here in St. Martin, we don't have that type of situation in terms of the number of Venezuelans that is coming in. The last figure we have is 1,500. So we don't have a border control problem. However, in St. Martin is where the Dutch is focusing on border control. But the two islands that is crying and asking the Netherlands for border control, they are being neglected from the Netherlands. And that's a double standard. It's hypocritical.
Referring to Venezuela and St. Martin's border control, one would also want to take into consideration the fact that the foreign affairs and defense supposed to be the Dutch. They are responsible for this area overall. In your opinion, are you sensing that enough is being done to address the situation coming from the Dutch perspective?
I don't think nothing is being addressed forcefully coming from the Dutch and their perspective. I don't see it at all. Look, listen, I am here in St. Martin. We have turned our government into a collapse government. There's a general degeneration of St. Martin under the current leadership that we have here and supported by the coalition. So no, in terms of locally, I don't see it. And in terms of the Netherlands really trying to assist and focus on these issues, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it at all. I have to be honest and say it as it is. You will get difference of opinions from other members of parliament, but I haven't seen it for the days that I have been here.
If I may ask you, MP, the issue of the rebuilding process of St. Martin, or the recovery process following the hurricanes back in 2017, has been questioned. In fact, many Dutch parliamentarians are basically saying that the process is too slow. You have the situation at the airport. The airport is considered to be one of our main entries, port of entries. We heard the news that a loan has now been guaranteed to the airport. You have taken note of that as well.
Well, it was one of the things that I am not in favor of in terms of having the Netherlands or Schiphol have any sort of facet in terms of having any control, any say whatsoever with the airport. But here's the interesting thing, Stephen, right? We had an agreement with the Dutch government where we would approve integrity chamber and border control for a certain amount of money to rebuild our country. The airport need rebuilding. So whenever it comes to the airport, right, there's other conditions. We got to see how we can do this. When it comes to liquidity, that's a loan. But here comes the hospital that necessarily had nothing done with it in particular, but monies was given to them with no type of conditions whatsoever. You look at these type of things and you start to question. And with this airport, I cannot put it under Dutch. I have to solely put it under government of St. Martin. And the government of St. Martin have sold out the people. We built this airport, and we built this airport with the help of no Dutch funding whatsoever. And now we are to the stage where we are at. We have to go and sit down with Schiphol. But the interesting thing, when I listened to the Prime Minister, she said that it will be on the supervisory board for about 2 years conditions. She gave the length of time that someone is going to be on the supervisory board. And she also said there's one on the management board, but she didn't give the length of time for how long one would be on the management board. Here's the thing though, there are no vacancies on the management board. So if you're going to put one on the management board, then you're telling me you're going to get rid of one of the locals who's on the management board. And these are the things that I'm saying to St. Martin people that you should listen to. Okay? So 2 years, we know one to be on the supervisory board. So we have that number down. The one on the management board, whoever, but how long would they be on the management board? Who is this person? Where are they coming from? What are the conditions? These are the things that I'm telling the people of St. Martin, that the CONOPS government is solely here to take over and control our government-owned companies, because these are the companies that we can rely on. They are here in St. Martin, and they are wondering, how is it that we have built back and moved forward and doing the things that we are doing, and we haven't used no Dutch money as yet? How are we doing it? It has to be put on the people of St. Martin, the resilience of us, and our government-owned companies pushing forward. And that's the intention of the Dutch government, to control and to take over. It's all about dollars and cents. These people are pirates, and that's who they are. And they are here in St. Martin, and they are pirating my island. But I cannot put it on the Dutch government. I'm putting it on the government of St. Martin. And they have sold out the people of St. Martin, and they have sold out this country.
Connecting you.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
As we gather here, we wish everyone present and across our sweet St. Martin land a most happy, healthy, and successful new year. The beginning of a new year always exudes feelings of hope and possibility. May 2019, therefore, be a year of hopes fulfilled and possibilities realized. Ladies and gentlemen, 2018 was a particularly challenging year for many St. Martiners. Developments in 2018 were in almost every way tied to the need for recovery from the impact of Hurricane Irma on our country. For many, it was a year of personal challenges, and for our country, it was a year of extraordinary socioeconomic, environmental, budgetary, and political pressures. As we look back on 2018 and forward to 2019, we must do so with the knowledge that individually and collectively, we have the resilience and confidence to overcome and progress. It is in that spirit that I shall center my message on the topic, igniting national confidence to overcome our challenges. Igniting national confidence to overcome our challenges. Ladies and gentlemen, burdened by our challenges, we more often than not overlook the strides that we have made in our private and public sectors. We overlook the many people in our community rebuilding their homes, reopening their businesses, helping their neighbors, supporting our youngsters, all hard-working residents simply making a difference. In identifying our challenges and the urgency to address them, we sometimes fail to appreciate and celebrate the dedicated efforts and contributions of our fine professionals and volunteers. Persons who, confident in their ability, day in and day out, work on the front line to make progress possible and St. Martin a good place to live. Going forward, I believe that we must tap into the example of our professionals and volunteers. And in doing so, let their example serve as an inspiration to reinforce and channel our nation's self-confidence to overcome our challenges. To overcome challenges as a result of unsustainable waste management practices and recurrent landfill fires. To overcome challenges of inadequate airport capacity due to complications surrounding the repair of our terminal building. To overcome challenges of insufficient hotel rooms. To overcome challenges of reduced economic activities and employment opportunities. And to overcome challenges of a weak public finance position due to budget and liquidity deficits, just to name a few. As we face these challenges, we can draw hope and inspiration from the following words of Nelson Mandela. And I quote, "It always seems impossible until it is done," unquote. Put differently, by taking action, it is possible to overcome our challenges. This is particularly important in light of the debates with regard to the pace of recovery and the varying views with regard to how to address the challenges we face. Debates in which we hear the voice of doubt, questioning our ability, saying that the challenges we face are too difficult. Debates in which we hear the voice of discord, weighing in on our differences and questioning every decision. Debates in which we hear the voice of resilience, reminding us that unity is strength and division is weakness. And debates in which we hear the voice of confidence, speaking to our inner potential, encouraging national action, and proposing collaborative solutions.
Hello, St. Martin. My name is Stephanie Medina, and I play football with the Walichi Women's Soccer team. I have represented St. Martin in many different games. For example, the Dutch Caribbean Women's Soccer Cup. I played against Bonaire, Aruba, and Curacao right here in this stadium. Sports matter to me because it makes me happy, it keeps me fit and healthy, and it is very fun. So I asked the business community to take on this challenge and will help us rebuild our facilities. And I also asked the community to nominate the local businesses in your area and take on the challenge and step up for sport. Why? Because sports matter. Check out the Department of Sport Facebook page for more information. Hashtag sports matter, hashtag are you in?
Hey ma, how you doing? You busy?
I hear, just paying some bills, taking care of business, you know what it is?
I know, you're doing your online banking.
I don't have to stand in those long lines to pay bills. I can transfer when I want. I can check my account wherever. It's like the bank open 24/7. I even here checking the statement right now as we're talking. How's Miami?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm finishing up a few songs now, but I'm afraid that studio time might be more than I thought. And I was wondering if I could get some help with some funds, and I could pay you back as soon as I get back to St. Martin.
Let me check my account. How much you need?
I think 500 should be enough.
I can transfer it to you while online. Direct from me to you. No problem.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. I'll get online with Bib now.
Alright, darling. You know who you're for?
I need to know who you're for.
Contact WIB today for your complete personal online banking experience. Available for all mobile devices. The Wynwood Islands Bank, now your online banking partner in progress.
Who you for?
is for the Minister of Finance. Can you provide some information as it pertains to the 2019 budget?
2019 budget. Let me give you a little timeline that, or at least what took place. On December 14th, the budget of Country St. Martin was actually presented to Parliament on time. What happened then is at the moment when we submitted the budget, a 11th hour advice came out from the CFT stating that we still need to look at capping our expenditures. Our expenditures in the 2019 budget were at an amount of 503 million. And the CFT was of the opinion that it should have been 475 million guilders. We had a difference of vision on how you reach that amount. The amount presented by CFT was based on previous budgets from the year 2016 and 2017. And I'm of the opinion that you cannot compare those years to what happened to us in 18 and in 17. So, but in the meantime, the budget was there. It was submitted also to the Netherlands, to the Kingdom Council of Ministers for approval. While this was ongoing, I negotiated with my team with the Netherlands on how to move forward. We came to a very amicable solution, and the Council of Ministers, the Kingdom Council of Ministers, agreed that they would approve the budget as we presented, including the request for liquidity support, which they did. They rendered that approval with the recommendation to further discuss with the CFT how we can solve the difference in the amounts. That by itself was a very unique decision by the Kingdom Council. It shows the trust that they have instilled in the government of St. Martin and the way we are moving forward. As we speak, my finance department is busy tweaking that amount. We have till the mid-February to reach at an agreed amount. So we can submit it again to the CFT for a Article 11 advice before it goes to Parliament. You have noticed that whenever a minister is late with submittance of his budget, that you will get all kind of pressure from the Netherlands, you know, that you do not hold you to your deadline. As you have noticed, there is none of such happening right now, because we are working together. And that is the word that I want to put out there. It's about working together, finding consensus, and moving forward to the benefit of the country. So that is the status at the moment. So by the end of February, give and take a week or two, I hope to submit the agreed budget to Parliament. But before I can do that, once it's agreed, it still have to go to the Council of Advice. Our legal department have to look at it, the governor, you name it. So, but we are on track as agreed with the Dutch government, and I must say that I'm proud of my Council of Ministers. I'm part of in the support that I've been getting, and also from the other stakeholders as the governor and the Council of Advice. So we are on track where that is concerned.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
Just a couple announcements. As far as the prison are concerned, I'd like to announce that the GED courses have started, as well as the basic English courses for those inmates who are willing to receive them and, of course, improve themselves and their rehabilitation efforts. The work also on the roof is continuing and will be finalized hopefully by the end of the month. The main prison area has been completely secured and taken care of. However, over the kitchen, there is additional work that needs to be done, and that will be done in the next coming week or two. And other news, Prime Minister did not mention it, but I'd like to thank her very much for her assistance with the World Bank, because the construction and the work at the police stations in Phillipsburg as well as Simpson Bay will commence today. I'd like to thank her for her support and make sure that this happened.